Hello boys, girls and everything else. Are you ready for Access episode 25? You better be, because look what we've got coming up. Behind the scenes footage from Amen developers Bloober Team in Poland. Even more overseas escapades as we hit the slopes in Serbia for SSX. And a first look at that glorious new trailer for Assassin's Creed 3. But first, get dancing to that samba beat. Our game of the week is EA Sports Trick Happy FIFA Street. You can sum up the last version of FIFA Street that came out for PS3 with a single word. So what the heck is EA doing giving us another version? Especially when FIFA 12 is already the be-all, end-all, cheers you up and makes you a sandwich king of all football. The answer, it turns out, is having a really good laugh. The new FIFA Street ditches the mad cartoon graphics and fizzing fire legs of old and instead goes for the kind of straight-up realistic approach that's made the main FIFA series so essential. The new controls are deep at one end and accessible at the other. You can pass and shoot just like regular FIFA, but hold L2 and the left stick will move the ball around your man instead of moving the man himself. The idea then being to tempt defenders into a tackle before pulling off a trick with the right stick, wahey, and skipping away like a jaunty leprechaun. I made you stupid, na 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 na. There are loads of different skills, from feints to full-on humiliating rainbow flicks, with more advanced moves available if you use the skills modifier, if the ball's in the air, or if you stand on the thing first. And crucially, they don't feel random. New FIFA Street feels almost like a fighting game with a focus on one-on-one encounters and the winner usually being whoever picks the right move at the right time. There's more than just straightforward goal scoring going on too. You can vary the number of players on each team, the surface you play on, and even the rules. Last man standing ups the tension by hauling off one of your players whenever you score, while Panna awards you points for beating opponents, which are then banked by scoring goals, like a step-over-heavy version of the weakest link. Best of all is World Tour, the career mode which has you building a side of flicking, fainting stars and using XP to buy them everything from new skills to, crucially, funky new hoodies. You can even import your virtual pro from FIFA 12, along with those of your friends, and see how he looks doing endless juggling in a Parisian underpass. The bottom line? This is one heck of a comeback. FIFA Street won't replace FIFA 12, but with truly competitive gameplay and a compelling boots-hoarding tour mode, it pulls off the unlikely trick of being worth playing all the same. Watch where you put that news. Our PlayStation briefing this week is so sharp it'll have your eye out. We start massive, with Ubisoft blowing away the hush-hush surrounding mega-sequel Assassin's Creed 3 with a gorgeous CG announcement trailer. Finally! The 18th century American Revolution setting shakes things up, with plains and snowy trees in place of towers and grubby alleys. Plus, new hero Connor has plenty up his sleeves, besides the traditional hidden blade. Like a tomahawk, and a gun, and the ability to make a right dog's dinner out of anyone he doesn't like. British beef. Shunning knives for polo shirts and this great American is Tiger Woods PGA Tour 13, slicing onto PS3 on March the 30th. Keen golfers will be pleased to hear there's a bunch of new ways to create the perfect drive with your trusty PlayStation Move motion controller, as EA Sports' Mike DeVault explains.
I think definitely when you're playing with the Move, you definitely feel more immersed in the game, and you're able to construct your shots and to execute them a lot closer to real life. You're up on your feet, you're taking what is as close to a real golf swing as you could possibly take.
Brilliant, Mike. Seriously under par. It's alright, under par means good. Making an altogether bloodier use of those 9 irons is Yakuza Dead Souls, a quirky series spin-off that sees lithe loan shark Shun Akiyama splatting his way through hordes of shambling undead. Marauding flesh-eaters, blister-faced neck nibblers. Seriously, we ran out of ways to describe zombies 12 episodes ago. Still, Yakuza is full of gory slapstick fun and can be yours from March the 16th. Finishing off and making a belated but welcome return is Ace strategy series XCOM, with new title Enemy Unknown packing loads of tactics, aliens and layers apparently. Here's lead designer Jake Solomon to talk us through them.
There's a strategy layer where the player's making these big, epic, world-changing decisions, but they're also playing a tactical game. They're also going in with their soldiers, directing every step they take. There's no other game like that where you've got like the big strategy layer and the big tactical layer.
Sounds awesome, like a crunchy sci-fi onion. That's all for news this week. Catch us for another PlayStation briefing next time. What are you doing with those discs? We'll have none of that here, thank you. This is a roundup of what's on the store. First up is this brilliant cure for colour blindness, or as it's known on PSN, Trine 2. This puzzle-happy fantasy romp packs in more tasty variety than a box of Celebrations, with gameplay so deep you won't believe it's in 2D. Flicking between portly knight, sage magician and nimble thief is the key to progress, as is thonking goblins between the ears and riding magic bubbles. Beautiful. Even more beautiful, and with added amazing, brilliant and oh dear god look at that, is Mass Effect 3, now available for a full download from the store. Great news for plasticophobes, plus it saves you having to trudge down to the shops to buy it. Check out our stonking great Mass Effect 3 video on our YouTube channel if you're still undecided, or if you want to see a lovely blue lady with her kit off. Looking for something that won't kick your wallet in the daddy sack? The budget delights of sci-fi puzzler Warp might be just the thing. It's a game full of top-down loveliness, hazardous lasers and, oh, cool aliens. Oh, look, he's possessing that man. Oh, bless you. Lastly, a pick from the video store in the shape of Real Steel, a sort of giant robot version of Rocky starring Hugh Jackman as a deadbeat boxer and absentee dad who realises that father-son bonding is best conducted through the medium of truck-sized metal fists. This whole movie is 1,000,000 to 1 bot. Anyone? That's a big no. That's all from the store this week. We'll be back with more virtual goodies next time. We recently had the chance to don our very own goggles and puffer jacket combo before taking to the slopes in the snowboarders' paradise of Kopaonik, Serbia. Thankfully, UK pro rider Scott Penman was also there to show us how to trick it like an SSX master without falling backside over elbow. Woohoo! Yeah, very good, you massive show-off. After staring goggle-eyed at Scott's amazo moves, we asked the snowboarding ace his thoughts on the new SSX.
Yeah, so SSX, yeah, it's kind of like reality on speed. Can I say that? It definitely has like the elements of reality in snowboarding, as opposed to, like, you know, even the mountain ranges are really similar to where they really are, and the locations and the spots, and the sort of adrenaline you get riding the same sort of intensity that you're playing, but it's kind of just, you know, pumped up to the next level, or like, you know, 10 levels above. So
thanks, Scott, and remember, SSX is out for PS3 now. It's good to know PlayStation Vita isn't all about guns, goals and sticky fingerprints, as proven by the lemming-style delights of Amen. In fact, we're so smitten with the game, we hopped on the next plane to Krakow and had a chat with developer Bloober Team, who gave us the lowdown on their studio and talked all things PS Vita. Take it away, lady and gents.
It's a completely new thing for us. 2 years ago we were invited by Sony for a conference, and then we saw PlayStation Vita. I think that this is a huge opportunity for Polish team, because before that we never had the situation when Polish team make any launch title for any console in the history. We hope that Amen will be really huge franchise for our team.
Bloober Team is completely crazy. It has changed over the 4 years of our history. However, it's still crazy. We're still learning, we're still developing, and it's not a big company, so it's not like one person does all the same every day.
It's gonna blow!
working between our graphic department, our level design department, our testers department, and programmers department are very, very close connected. So we all came up with some ideas, we discussed it together, and everyone had some ideas from their point of view. So making a game in this way, when everybody's cooperating and everyone is giving some new ideas, is a really creative way to take a look from all different personalities, how they see some particular element in the game and make the best of it.
Amen to that. If you can prise your swipe happy fingers away from Golden Abyss for long enough, Amen is available on PlayStation Vita right now. Don't be fooled, Binary Domain isn't a big room full of ones and zeros. It is in fact a brilliant third-person action title that lets you do this.
Big Bo, cover me.
Gotcha, bro!
Faye, fire.
Okay! Marvellous! So now when your mum pokes her head angrily round the door with that classic "the game can't hear you" line, you can prove her wrong. Although we'd advise against annoying Binary Domain's very own French fancy, Kane.
Kane.
What is the matter?
Shoot that massive robot.
Please, wait a moment!
We haven't got a moment. Fire now.
I will do so later!
You'll do it when I say fire!
That is not top priority!
Kane, why don't you just shut up and make me a sandwich then?
Inappropriate command rejected!
Kane, you're useless!
See you next week.
Kane, where's that sandwich?